Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be pumpkin carving. I haven't actually carved a pumpkin now for a couple of years. It was like a tradition that I used to do all the time. So this will be the first one that I've done in a couple of years. And that was the design that I'm going for. A bit more intricate than what I'm used to doing, but I guess we'll see if I can pull it off today. And whenever I was getting this pumpkin, I got it from like a store that was quite far away from the house, and I had to track this back. So I actually put a lot of effort in to get this back to the house, so this first stab's going to feel quite good because it did hurt my arms in the process. So here's the first cut. Of course I'll cut out all the boring stuff. And look, I got my little cheap and cheerful set of decorations. Little pumpkins. It's like a little mother one and a little baby one. Cheap and cheerful, just like me. And this. Get into the spirit. I actually love Halloween, but it's mostly for kids. But I still try sometimes on the holidays to have little traditions here and there. Like Halloween, I do a pumpkin. My birthday, I always make sure I have a cake. Christmas, we put up a tree and pull crackers. The face is going to get rubbed off this by the time I get it cut. Maybe I should have used a bigger knife. And of course I wanted to be comfy, so I just kept my dressing gown on, although I'm actually quite warm after setting all this stuff up. You know, I'm going to cut this off camera and then I'll be back once I get this cut. So that's the lid cut off now. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. Let's see. Ew. All this gets. Let's see. And this is like the gross part. As far as the lid, I usually just cut across the lid to get this stuff off. As long as it has a wee lid to close. Oh shit, I've never done a video like this before. I used to make a lot of personal content on my channel. When I first started, I actually started with diet content. I was doing like the snack diet, and then when I got more into reactions, I decided just to delete my personal content because I felt like I was sharing too many personal details about my life. But I would like to get back into it again, like life updates, and maybe take you guys shopping with me sometime, and maybe do some more diet content, maybe do some more ASMR, you know. It doesn't have to be a reaction video every time. These videos don't get as many views, of course, and this one won't get as many views as my reactions, but that's not why I started YouTube. I didn't join YouTube to get views and subs, so it is really appreciated, but I joined kind of like to grow my confidence. When I first joined YouTube, I was actually in quite a dark place with mental illness and depression, and, you know, still dealing with passing of my older brother. I think that's why I also didn't do a pumpkin for a couple of years, because, you know, he passed away in October. But this is me finally getting back into it again, back into the tradition. This part's always so gross. It'd be good if you knew how to cook, because you could probably turn this into like a pie, or I don't know, maybe you can use the seeds to grow more pumpkins. I don't know if you can grow pumpkins with the seeds that you get from a pumpkin. Maybe. I don't know. Ugh, it feels like, I don't know, it's like putting your hand inside a body and like touching cold guts. Ugh. Well, I'll do this a bit more. Ugh. Maybe off camera. And I'll be back whenever I have them gutted. So that's me back again, all hollowed and ready to go, ready to cut out this face. Although silly me, I went and drew the face on the pumpkin before I emptied it. The whole ink got all smudged off. It's all over my hand, all up my arm. And the camera fell over and it's a lot. But I'm gonna try and carve this little face out now. Maybe I should use this little smaller knife. I don't know, maybe I'll use this big one. So what are you guys doing for Halloween this year? Do you go trick-or-treating? Do you take someone trick-or-treating? I kind of miss trick-or-treating because you get a whole pile of free stuff. I probably would still trick-or-treat, only it would look a bit weird. And I still haven't got around to watching Hocus Pocus 2. It's been out for 2 weeks and I still haven't got around to it because I just want a moment where I'm just totally relaxed. I can really enjoy it. There's just been a lot happening here lately. Nothing really to keep me busy, just, you know, a lot of stressful life stuff, and I haven't really had the time. I want to be able to sit down and really get into it. Oh fuck, I kind of went over the line. Do you guys decorate or anything, or do you have anything special? I always loved Halloween. It was always like a toss-up between Halloween and Christmas, but for some reason I always liked Halloween more as a kid rather than Christmas. Me, I just kind of watched horror movies and buy some sweets and sit and fill my face, but then watch new because I do that every day. This one here. That's literally every day is Halloween for me. I'm just gonna have to freestyle it because I won't draw on anymore. Look, the print's on me. Cut out. So, cut these eyes. Yeah, so Hocus Pocus 2, I really want to get around to it. It's actually what I watched last night, and I don't normally like comedies, but I watched this movie called Cursed Friends, and it was actually funny. And it had me laughing. I really enjoyed it. Well, I'm gonna go now and carve the eyes out off camera. And I'll be back once I carve them out to show you my progress. Okay, so I'm back again now that I finished the eyes, and it took me forever because it was like very intricate and then using them knives. But they were supposed to look like swirly eyes when they were cut out, but when I was cutting this one out and I hadn't quite popped it out yet, it kind of looked cool as like a 3D effect, which was an accident, but it's kind of cool, so I pushed that one back in, and they're like swirly eyes. You'll see it better at the end when I put a candle in it and light it. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Accident, but cool. So I'm going to cut out the mouth now, and then I'll be back whenever I cut out the mouth. So that's the eyes finished, and I've carved the mouth, so now I'm just going to like pop the mouth out. I was going to do it off camera, and then I thought, you know what, you're going to have to put some kind of work on the pumpkin on camera. I don't even know what this is going to look like when it's all done. I just gave it vampire teeth. And I've been rushing it too. Like, why am I rushing? It's not like I'm in a hurry to get anywhere. Look at my hands. The ink, I'm all inked from where I drew the face. And it won't wash off. It washed off the pumpkin, but it won't come off me. So, I'm happy doing a pumpkin again. As I said, I haven't carved a pumpkin in, like, I think 2 years. If you go onto my Instagram, I always link, well, I don't have to link my social medias anymore because they're in the banner of my YouTube channel. I've deleted a couple over the years, but if you go onto my Instagram, you can still see a couple of past pumpkins on there. Why are these always so hard to get out? These stupid things. Maybe I didn't cut that properly. I don't want to end up breaking a tooth. Come on. Man, yay. Yeah, I could leave like the mouth in them too to be like 3D. But there's the out and there's the mouth. I think it actually turned out not bad. What do you think? So, when I pop the mouth back in, I'm going to put a candle in it and I'm gonna light it so we can see what it looks like without the mouth, and then maybe put the mouth back in a little bit to give it kind of like a 3D look, because it'll be all 3D. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up here. I'll put a candle in. I'll show you guys up close, see the finished product, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute. So I thought I would just film it this way for the last part. So this is him close up. It looks a bit weird. There's his mouth. It kind of turned out a bit lopsided. And his eyes were supposed to be swirls, but I left the cut-ins in because it kind of gives it a 3D effect. And the wee triangles around. So I'll be back in a wee minute, and I'll show you him lit up. So here he is, lit up. Candle in. It actually looks cool shining through the wee eyes. I'm actually glad at how they turned out. It was an accident, but it's cool. Look at him. So there's my wee pumpkin for this year. I might make more content like this in the future, more personal content. I kind of enjoy it. It's still new to me. I'm still a bit awkward on camera, but I'll get used to it. So I hope you enjoyed carving a pumpkin with me. I hope you like what my final result was. And I shall see you guys in another video very soon. Bye guys.